Ukraine is no place to live right now. The conditions in Ukraine are hellish. A country torn apart by war, people always at risk of being killed, no electricity, no water, and the threat of food running out anytime. Then there's the fear that Russia will unleash nuclear weapons on Ukraine if pushed too far. Winters in Ukraine can get excruciatingly cold. On Saturday night, temperatures are predicted to go as low as -6 degrees Celsius in Kiev. Put yourself in the shoes of ordinary Ukrainians. Would you be able to survive with your family in such conditions without heating facilities and water, and the constant threat of a missile or drone knocking you out? Ukrainians are beginning to realize that the country is not safe for them anymore. To ensure their survival, Ukrainians are expected to flee the country once again. When the war in Ukraine first broke out in February, European countries opened their arms and embraced millions of Ukrainian refugees. Poland has absorbed the greatest number of Ukrainian refugees, but its citizens are now getting frustrated. And that's a mood that isn't really exclusive to Poland. Life has gotten a lot more tough across Europe. Inflation has hit record levels, and the cost of living has become unaffordable for many Europeans. In these circumstances, European countries are not prepared to deal with another big wave of migrants from Ukraine. But whether Europe likes it or not, these refugees are about to come knocking on its doors. Take Poland, for example. Around 20,000 people now arrive in Poland each day from Ukraine. Since February, almost 7.6 million people have arrived at Poland's doorsteps. But there's a silver lining. People have also been returning back to Ukraine in the past few months. That flow of refugees back to Ukraine is what will definitely come to a standstill this winter and add to European nations' woes. Already, people in Ukraine are telling their loved ones who fled not to return. Don't come back. There is no power. This is the phrase that some Ukrainians are using to deter their friends and family members to stay put and not make their way back into the country yet. In Poland, people have begun resenting Ukrainian refugees. For example, the New York Times cited an incident where people trying to get rid of unwanted household items in the Polish town of Lodz said anyone could take the items except Ukrainians. Some Poles feel that the Ukrainians are eating away at too much of their country's resources and that the government is giving more to the refugees than it is providing to its own citizens. In Germany, officials are finding it difficult to accommodate the existing load of refugees. Providing them accommodation, getting children enrolled in schools, and providing them healthcare, all of this is stretching Germany's resources thin. European countries are definitely not prepared to handle more Ukrainian refugees, but there's a high chance a lot of them are coming again to escape the winter in their country. Do you think Europe will be able to tackle a fresh wave of migration from Ukraine?